My name is Claire. I'm 42 years old and I've been married to my husband Adam for 12 years. When we met, I was recently divorced and raising my daughter from a previous marriage. Adam was a single father too. His son Jack was just 7 at the time. We blended our families and created what I thought was a second chance at real love and stability. Fast forward to now. Jack is 19, a college sophomore, and I consider him my own. We've had our ups and downs, but I've always tried to be more than a stepmom. I've tried to be someone he could trust. Someone who had his back no matter what. Then one night changed everything. And not in a way I'm proud of. It started on a quiet Thursday. My husband Adam had just left on a work trip. Another one of his long weekends away. He works in tech sales and is often gone for days. I've gotten used to it, even if it leaves me feeling a bit isolated sometimes. Jack had told me earlier in the week that his best friend Ryan was going to stay the weekend. Ryan's dorm was undergoing fumigation and he needed a place to crash. I had met Ryan before. Tall, clean-cut, polite. He played on Jack's soccer team. Always said thank you and please, always offered to help carry groceries. The kind of young man any mother would approve of. When Ryan arrived Friday evening, he brought a small overnight bag and that same quiet smile. "Thanks for letting me stay here, Mrs. Wallace," he said. "I really appreciate it." "Of course, Ryan. Make yourself at home." Jack and Ryan disappeared into Jack's room for most of the evening. I cooked dinner for all of us. Pasta and salad, and we ate together at the table. We laughed more than usual that night. Ryan had a way of making everyone feel relaxed. It reminded me how much I missed light-hearted conversations like that with Adam. With Jack mostly out of the house now and Adam constantly away, our home often felt too quiet. Too still. After dinner, the boys returned to Jack's room and I curled up on the couch to watch a movie. Around 11 p.m. I went into the kitchen for water and saw Ryan coming down the hallway. He was shirtless, only in pajama pants. His body was athletic and lean, not unlike Adam's when we first met. "Sorry," he said, slightly startled to see me. "Didn't mean to walk around like this." I smiled and waved it off. "Don't worry, Ryan. It's just us here. You're fine." But something in the way he looked at me just a second too long caught me off guard. It wasn't lewd. It wasn't disrespectful. But it wasn't innocent either. I didn't think much of it at the time. At least that's what I told myself. Saturday night, Jack had plans to meet friends at a party. Ryan decided to stay behind. "Not really feeling it," he said, stretching out on the living room couch. Jack left around 9 p.m. and I poured myself a glass of wine. I wasn't used to having someone else in the house with Adam gone. But Ryan's presence didn't feel threatening. In fact, it felt comforting. We ended up watching an old romantic drama. One I hadn't seen since I was in my 20s. Ryan stayed silent most of the movie, occasionally glancing my way. As the final scene played, I felt a rush of emotions. Nostalgia, longing, loneliness, all wrapped into one. "That was intense," Ryan said softly. "It was," I replied. "Takes you back, doesn't it?" He turned to me, more serious now. "Do you ever feel like life didn't turn out the way you expected?" That question, so simple yet so disarming. "I think everyone feels that way sometimes," I said. "Why do you ask?" He didn't answer. Instead, he just stared at me with those dark, unreadable eyes. Then he said something I'll never forget. "If I were older, if things were different, I'd treat you the way you deserve to be treated." My breath caught. It was wildly inappropriate, completely out of line. But it wasn't aggressive. It wasn't mocking. It was sincere. And what's worse, I didn't stop him. That night something happened. Not sex, but something. A moment. A kiss. A long, confusing, emotionally loaded kiss. One that felt like the culmination of years of emotional neglect, buried desire, and blurred boundaries. I pulled away and told him, "We can't do this. This isn't right." He nodded, looking ashamed. "I'm sorry. I didn't mean." I stopped him. "Go to bed, Ryan." He did. And I spent the rest of the night crying silently in my room, hating myself for letting it get that far. The next day, Jack came home with no idea what had happened. Ryan left early, claiming he had something to take care of. I never told anyone. I never will. But I changed that day. I became someone I never thought I'd be. Someone caught between loyalty and temptation. Someone who let loneliness speak louder than conscience. My relationship with Adam has survived. Barely. We're in therapy. He doesn't know the truth. Just that I feel distant. Sad. Tired of being invisible. As for Ryan, I haven't seen him since. If you've ever found yourself emotionally vulnerable, questioning your role, your value, or your place in someone's life, know that you're not alone. These moments don't define you, but they can teach you. Comment below if this story touched a part of your truth. Subscribe to our channel for more raw, real-life stories that challenge what we think we know about love, loyalty, and desire. And don't forget to like and share if this spoke to your heart. There's always more to the story.